Every organization is sitting on a legacy of technical debt. And when I bring up technical debt to CIOs and heads of applications and heads of operations, they cringe because they know how hard it is to reduce the technical debt in their organizations. Hello, I am Isaac Sokolik. I'm the president of Star CIO. I am NYIke on Twitter. And in this episode of 5 Minutes with NYIke, I'm going to explain technical debt and share 5 different ways to better manage technical debt in your organization. Before you start addressing technical debt in your organization, you have to make sure the leaders and employees in your organization understand what it is and understand its business impact and impact on the morale of the people working with technology. First and foremost, business executives know nothing about technical debt. In fact, many of them see debt as a part of doing business, especially CFO, who use debt to raise money, to do investments, and recognize that they pay off debt over a very slow period of time. To them, debt is just a normal part of business and not a crisis and an issue to be managed. The second group are the developers and the engineers and the operators who are held back from doing the innovations and the improvements and the fixes and experiences and other applications that are slowed down and even halted because there's too much technical debt living underneath that they don't understand or they don't know how to resolve, or there's an application or a database that needs upgrading. Okay, so they're the ones who most understand the technical impacts of technical debt. And then there are the technology executives, the CIOs, the CTOs, even the chief digital officers who want to move really fast, who want to change the world and run digital transformation programs and improve experiences and recognize the huge weight that debt is putting on their organizations. But like any form of debt, and like the rock you see here in this image, it takes a while to move it uphill. And so they're very pragmatic around technical debt. They want to understand the priorities. They want to understand its impact as they address it. They want to understand which things are slowing the organization down significantly, that when they put their weight behind addressing technical debt, they know they're doing the right things and focusing in the right areas. Need a good story to explain a difficult concept like technical debt. Now, everybody understands remodeling a kitchen, and your general contractor is going to tell you that they can't give you a firm price until they look beneath the floors, above the ceiling, behind the walls, and look at the beams and the rafters and see if any work on the underlying structure needs to be done. This is my kitchen. We did not know if this wall was load bearing. We did not know if we needed to rebuild the subfloor to our bathroom while we were building our kitchen. And these are the kinds of things that organizations have to invest in when there's technical debt living in the infrastructure, living in the underlying applications before they get to build what it is they're trying to accomplish. Now, organizations have all kinds of debt. There's technical debt, there's operational debt, and here in this post, I talk about data debt. If you want to learn more about data debt, please visit this blog post at starcio.com/big-data-debt. Now let's talk about how we can start improving and addressing the technical debt in our organization. So here are the 5 things that you should start doing right now. First and foremost, come up with a definition that people understand, not just the technologists, but also the business executives, and make sure you're starting to measure technical debt. Now, don't try to measure the entire universe of technical debt and come up with a heuristic that allows you to put a number against that. It's really hard to do that. Start measuring how you're addressing technical debt, and then you can start seeing what the total universe looks like. Number 2, recognize that technical debt and burning fires are not the same thing. What I call burning fire is something that's broken, something that's not operating well, something that's not reliable, something that's just so outdated it's a real instrumental risk in your organization. And we're going to put a different label around that than technical debt, just so that our organization can respond to it more proactively. Third thing is make sure your technologists are reporting technical debt. They're the ones who are most knowledgeable about it. I don't care if it's a badly written piece of code. I don't care if it's a library in JavaScript that needs upgrading, if it's a system that needs to patch. But if you can't come up with a single database that says, here's all the technical debt we need to start prioritizing, it's really hard to address it. And then when you think about prioritizing, I look at my product owners and I want them prioritizing at least 20 to 30% of their backlog that's partially addressing technical debt. I have some posts on this. I require it in governance if the product owner isn't doing this, but it's very important that you're not just building features or building new capabilities out, but you're also addressing technical debt. And lastly, I always look for simple solutions. Part of the reasons we have so much technical debt in our organizations is that when our stakeholders and our product owners ask us to do difficult, complex things, they result in very difficult things to manage and really complex architectures to support. Okay, so when I advocate estimating and using other techniques to debate scope, it's because supporting the complex is very complicated. Now, I have 5 other ideas around technical debt. If you want to learn more about this, please sign up for my newsletter. There's a convenient URL, starcio.com/5NYIke/EP10. You'll get access to my newsletter, my white papers, and then I will share 5 other ways you can improve on in technical debt. Okay, please sign up for also my subscription to YouTube, the 5 Minutes with NYIke channel, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks with our next episode. Thank you.